Peace.
Yo, this is the Lucha Thug, the one-man Lucha gang, El Rey Gordo himself, the King Fat Boy Papo Esco, and y'all rocking with the Urban Wrestling Network.
Hey, yo, what up, Bodega Podcast? You already know who it is. It's one half of the sexiest Puerto Rican studs on this planet, Ortiz, baby. And shout out to all the Bodega Podcast listeners. Ow.
This is Agatha Carter, and you're watching the Urban Wrestling Network.
Bo, 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 bo. What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's the OG Boricua Dandada, the longest name in the game. I'm here with no other than my brother from another mother, literally. Macho, what's really good? What's going on? Before we go into Sting, AEW, Kenny Omega, Impact Wrestling, what is really good?
What's up, my guy? Yeah, man, I'm doing good. You know, just I'm glued to my seat like everybody else with all the wrestling right now, and I don't even know what to do with it.
I mean, it's wild because we'll kind of go backwards to the front. Kenny Omega, to me, I think literally broke the internet. All I see is everybody talking. Is Kenny Omega stealing the belt, bringing it to Impact? What is Omega doing? Don Callis is I can't use some of the words because they're absolutely crazy. AEW fans super pissed off with Don Callis. Now, before I even say that, I want to say for these podcasts, I throw them into Impact fan pages and AEW fan pages. Mm-hmm. It's crazy to see Impact fans who shit on AEW every day. But now that Kenny Omega might be coming to Impact Wrestling, oh my God, Kenny Omega is here. Well, did you not just shit on AEW for the last year and a half, and now it's, oh my God, he's coming?
Oh, and they're about it. They're about it.
Oh,
man.
yeah. They're the same people that are fuck AEW is trash. Or, holy shit, AEW needs the partner. No. Impact needs the partnership. Let's not go crazy. Now, the one thing I will say before I even have you, how do you feel about this? As my man Evil Onse was saying, he's loving this because it feels like the territory days. He's feeling like, you do see some stuff with Ring of Honor, possibly. You do see now Impact, which we called 3.5 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. New Japan has said, some certain things. So it looks like they're ready to expand outside. And your take on Kenny Omega running away with the belt with Don Callis, going to Impact.
Okay, so before I even jump on Omega, right? This isn't the first time we've seen collaborations like this, right? So Impact's done this before. Ring of Honor's done this before. AEW is newer, so we haven't seen them do this. But like back when what's his name was doing this for a minute, we saw a bunch of collab. Aries, Austin Aries. No, Austin Aries.
Oh man, remember? I can't stand Austin Aries.
No.
Man.
I understand, but I'm saying like they were doing this for a while. They were doing a bunch of cross promotions when he had the belt for a minute. So I'm not surprised by any of that, right? Like if you're a smaller dude, you got to get on it, right? I get it. At the same time, so Omega, man, that man's a fucking master manipulator, man. He's a fucking last week he's like, yeah, too sweet, Vince, too sweet, WWE. This week he's like an Impact, and I'm like, wow, dude, he has everybody talking about it. Like I'm not mad. He's so good at this. He's so good. He's just clearly just fucking working the community. He got them all whipped up. They're all fucking, they're marking out. They're like, oh, this, that, and the other. Brilliant. Fuck, bravo. Well done.
He's playing the game like on the next level.
And Callis, that him and Callis go back, obviously. Yeah. So I'm not surprised. Was I surprised that they did the swerve to Impact? Yeah, that caught me a little bit. Like I wasn't ready for that.
But did they? Because Impact finished their tapings for the entire year already.
Yeah.
So you're not going to have them at a live, and you're not going to have them in ring unless, and this is what I keep trying to tell people, unless AEW knew this was coming way before, and they filmed something where Kenny Omega took the belt, they pre-recorded it, they binge shot it. You know what I mean? Like if he does walk out, this was shot weeks ago. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
and,
I think it was. And that I would agree. Like I would suspect because they're done with taping that this has already been worked out. You know what I mean? For starters, Moxley's stepping out for for daddy duty. The news was coming down the pipe for a minute.
Oh yeah.
They knew that Omega was gonna step up and do the thing. Is this the most entertaining way they could do this? Yeah, I'll give them that. Without a doubt. Am I annoyed that it couldn't be a clean win? Yeah, because I think Omega should have taken a clean win. Does it give them Omega Moxley 3? Sure, absolutely. He comes back after post daddy duty. They're gonna do it one more time. Who knows how that shakes out? And this again lets them and Impact do this thing for a minute. Good for them. Right on.
But the thing is, what value? Who do you have on Impact? Because they better. I'm telling you right now, not because I don't like Eddie Edwards, right? I'd have no problem with. I'd have zero problem Moose versus Omega, but I do not want to see Eddie Edwards versus Kenny Omega. I don't want to see that at all. And Sammy Callahan's on Twitter doing whatever he's doing. First off, Sammy, your own company doesn't take you seriously. They got you with old Shamcock that's over there. You know what I mean? Like, dude, no one cares. Like, he had such a buzz maybe about a year ago and has fallen off so far. And I like Sammy Callahan. I think he's a pretty dope in-ring guy, but nobody cares. His wave is dead. So I don't want to see Sammy Callahan versus Omega. Like, to be honest, besides Moose, who would you have? It ain't going to be Chris Bay.
No. I mean, like, see, I think that's the problem with Impact right now, right? It's like, if I'm gonna be 100 about it, Swan's a great dude. Put the belt on him for a minute, but I don't think he can keep the attention. Can he put on a great match? Yes. Can he cut a promo? Sure. But like, I just don't think he's the guy. Edwards, not the guy.
No.
What's his name? The World Class Maniac, not the guy. For a minute, but not long term. Right?
No, yeah, I think it'll be interesting, but not the only guy I think out of them, and I don't even know if they use him to be that star, is the lethal weapon, not lethal weapon, something like they call him the walking weapon or something. He's Ethan Page's partner.
He's a tag guy though.
Yeah, I know, but I've seen his individual work, and I don't know. See, that's the problem. I don't think a lot of TV people who are big promotion fans have, but I think that not Ethan Page. It's what's his name?
His partner,
Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander. I think he's phenomenal. But
yeah,
and then it would be crazy with what Impact is doing. Can you imagine if fucking Hornswoggle is going against them? He just did that phenomenal bullshit.
Man, they're just clowning, dude. Like that's the other side of wrestling that you love it or you hate it, right? True story. I actually met David Postel, which I think is his actual name, at Comic-Con. Yeah, years ago.
Okay.
When he was doing promo for the Leprechaun movie, and I also got to meet Kane when he was doing the See No Evil promo at one of the Comic-Con.
Listen, that was a pretty fucking good movie.
Dude, Kane's a huge dude. He's a big man. You just like, I appreciate you sitting down. Thank you. I don't need to cream my neck up to talk to you. But he's really cool, really smart dude. But like, back to the point, I think Impact has the biggest problem, which is they don't have post their blowout with the three-way dance for the belt earlier in the year. What do they got? Right? Like, what can they do to recover from that? Like, I think they've been scrambling for a minute to really like cement themselves back in, and just it's been a free fall, right? what's her name? Their women's champ situation. Smiley Miley stepped off. They had to bring Sue back early. The whole thing with what's her face?
Tessa.
That what's that? Tessa
Blanchard.
Blanchard. That whole debacle. And even their big power guy, like all of it. The only person they got left out of that is Callahan and Edwards. And dude, they ran through that Edwards Callahan thing for a minute. Nobody wants to see that again. What do you do? So they're gonna do that as their B plot, all right, and throw Swan in the mix. They still don't have a dude to put on the belt, and the fact that they're not putting out on Moose, I don't know why. Like just put the fucking belt on Moose and be done with it. Like go.
We all been wanting Moose to have that push for I don't even know how long, right? Like
he put the work, he put the time in. He's been that guy. He can cut a promo. He can go in the ring. Just fucking slap the belt on him. Instead, they got him with the old fucking belt. I don't know if that was a plan the entire time, and
I think with the old belt is when Tessa was holding that belt hostage in Mexico. I think they needed a belt on TV, so they were like, "Yo, just throw this out there, Moose, save us!" Like, you know what I mean? The only thing that looks kind of interesting, I think, is that I think this could be a Bullet Club going on because you have Kenny Omega AEW. I know they still want to do stuff with Marty Scurll, and he can easily go right back into that with Ring of Honor.
Yeah, but doesn't he still have all that heat though? Like, isn't he still laying low?
He does. But Ring of Honor is left, right. You know, who knows the hell is happening. But you have Anderson and Gallows who are sitting in Impact, and then the guy Kenta, he keeps taking shots at Moxley because he wants his IWGP, whatever it's called, and
he wants his belt back.
Yeah, and he's a what do you call a guy, a Bullet Club. So if you got Omega that goes to Impact, he's not going to be there all the time. He's going to, probably do both. Who knows? But if you reunite Anderson and Gallows with Omega, and then you have Kenta come down, fight Moxley, knock him off. So, at that point, Moxley's off TV for a little while. You start having your New Japan and multiple promotions on a come up again. So Impact needs a strong faction. And what better faction
than the Bullet Club?
I
mean, that'd be. I'd watch it. I'd be entertained by it. I just don't know that they might do a light version of that only because the travel restrictions are a thing still, right? It's got to be mad hard to be able to come over, wait the 2 weeks, this, that, and the other. Like that's got to be rough.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I think you might have something there when it comes to Omega and the Good Brothers. That could be fun and interesting. He's going to hold the belt hostage probably for a hot minute. They'll do their cross-promotion stuff. They're done with their taping. That's fine. But what are they building? Like, where does that go from there, right? Where do you take that?
I mean, we know that Impact has a huge plethora of women. I think Impact might have one of the best women divisions in wrestling, right? AEW does not. So if you could start having Taya, who I think is coming off her contract real soon, you have Taya look like, I'm going to turn my back on Impact, sign with AEW. You can show it that way. All of a sudden, Taya's there. You could start going back and forth, and I would love to see Thunder Rosa versus Deonna Purrazzo. There are options for the women, I think. But for the guys, I don't see any value of the Impact guys crossing over to AEW. And AEW's tag team division is so stacked that they don't even know how to use their tag team division. That why would they even bring in the North? And I don't give a shit which everybody, FTR versus Motor City Machine Guns. Fuck both of those tag teams. Like, I could care less about the Motor City Machine Guns. I could care less about FTR. If you want that dream match, do that shit on Impact, I guess. Like, help them out.
That might be it. You know what I mean? Like, that could entirely be the plan at the end of the day. Because outside of the North and their ongoing sort of feud, they don't have a huge tag team division to speak of. Dude, they're teaming TJP and Fallah Bahh sometimes. I'm like, okay, they're both Filipino, cool, bro, but like, they're not a tag team. And don't get me started on the XXXXL guys. I'm like
AC Romero and
yeah.
I can't remember the other guy's name.
I can't remember exactly. That's half the problem, isn't it? So I'm not coming at them because they're big dudes. Because I used to watch Ring of Honor, and they had a pair of big dudes that were mad entertaining to watch. It was shit.
Not those beer something guys.
Dude, they could wrestle, and I
right.
fucking laughed every fucking time they fucking
I
wrestled.
can't remember the name. It was like Beer Crew something or something.
Exactly. And so they would have the one guy, he would be missing 2 front teeth. He'd do this move where he'd bite the dude, and the ref would try to like call him and on him and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna count," and he's like, "Count what? I ain't got no teeth." Dude, it was laughing.
It was great.
And so you got that stuff. So, but they just fucking charisma vacuums, bro. There's just nothing to fucking hold on to.
No.
And then the fucking the side thing with the fucking who shot Bravo. Okay, cool. Problem solved. what did it do at the end of the day? Did it really like?
It was time filler. It was time filler. That's what that was.
Yeah, because they got no fucking champ. So I mean, they got maybe that's why Omega can sit there, be their champ for a minute till they get their shit sorted out.
Yeah, but you're not going to have Omega as the AEW champ and the Impact champion.
Why not? Because fucking Styles was threatening to do that back in the day in Impact, remember? You remember that?
I do remember that. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think about that. Usually I'm like a step ahead. I totally blinked out with that one. Woof.
Mm-hmm. Jumped in the car with the hood down, drive off with the belt, had a fucking blast. He could do that for a minute. And since they already know what's happening, that could just be a thing. Because let's be honest. Outside of that, what the fuck is AEW doing with their fucking title picture anyway? Nothing.
Well, no,
because they got cats chasing after a fucking diamond ring. Woo. Listen, I appreciate it the first time.
I know Butcher wanted to kill that.
The first it's entertaining. The second time, I'm like, why are you wasting my time? Because it's a $50,000 ring? Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? Dude, give these guys a title shot. Make something worth fucking, wrestling for, fighting for. Put stakes in, right?
Yep.
Otherwise, why would fucking pinky ring? Fuck out of here. This is dumb shit. Fucking wasting my time with a fucking battle royal for a pinky ring. Come on, man. Fucking feel like I'm channeling Butcher a little bit in that one where he's shaking his fucking head just like.
Getting super frustrated with it.
Yeah, he gets fucking mad. I agree with him though. Like you should be mad. They got you fucking watching fucking 30-minute segments about a fucking diamond ring. And don't get me started on the inner circle bullshit, which I'm still fucking annoyed about. Can these guys win some matches? Can we throw them in a feud with another faction?
It's like factions are heavy in AEW and factions are flops in AEW. All the factions lose. So what's the point of having a fucking faction?
Dark Order looking at you.
Dark Order's dead. Dark Order is might as well throw that bitch in a grave and just bury it and say we never even did it because it's dead.
Well, fucking Brody's hurt.
Brody's hurt.
He's coming out. He's got to come up that injury for a minute. But that's the problem with putting somebody in charge. The second that person gets hurt, without a second or some plot or nothing to just spin in the wheels.
The guy who won the BTE belt, I think John Silva, he's like doing something. I'll challenge you for $1,000. There's more prestige and interest on the BTE YouTube belt than there is on the TNT title. You know what I mean? Like, shit is crazy. You know what? Let's transition to the TNT.
No. Actually, that's perfect because we got to come into that because I got to take some shots at fucking Darby Allin, fucking just sitting there, fucking coughing, dropping people. Like that's like I know he's got a great moveset. You know what I mean? It's entertaining to watch. He's kind of cruiserweight light or whatever. He's quick. He's fun to watch. Outside of that, though, can he cut a real fucking promo? Can he sit there with a mic and actually talk to another wrestler? Like, what the fuck is it? Then to fucking segue that into this fucking this little clusterfuck with fucking your favorite dude Cody. All right, your boy Cody. I'm putting him on you. That's your team, Cody.
Why? It's not my man.
Team Taz is my cross to bear. All right. What is fucking Butcher call him bitch tits?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. And then I got my fucking big bruiser over here fucking, he doesn't barely wrestle anymore. I'm just like, he does a couple of dark things, squashes somebody, moves on with his day. And I'm like, why isn't he in the fucking title contention? Because they gave him the FTW belt, which they made the fucking plot. Whatever. Sting fucking pops in, right? Let's get to the fucking, the meat of this.
Oh, wait. Before you go bananas, because I'm feeling, there is definitely a lot of heat coming from the other side of this monitor. I not gonna lie to you. I don't mark out for much. I don't pop for much. We are definitely, both of us are older than 40. We watch Sting in WCW. We watch Sting in Impact Wrestling. I like Sting. I've always been a fan of Sting. I appreciate his work. I do like the black and white Sting with the baseball bat, coming out the Raptors and all that other shit. I think it's fire. Sting hit it. I had the video. My boy Kaz was there. He sent me the video. I'm going to post it out there anyway. The place went absolutely nuts. I seen it. It's literally on this phone. Crowd is nuts. I love this if Sting does not come in ring. If Sting grabs Darby Allin, takes him away from the Nightmare family that's not very scary or nightmare-ish, and takes him away from Cody. Now, I agree with everything you're going to say, that why does Cody have to be for another thing again? I agree 1,000,000% with you. But please, finish where I left you off with Sting, Cody, FTW, and my fault. This is your floor.
No worries. Look, Darby isn't even technically part of the Nightmare family. Like, he's just not. He's a satellite. He satellites around it for no good reason because of the gravity. The planetary gravity of Cody Rhodes just sucking everything into fucking his need to be center and plot. So I can't even just get a run with this fucking kid on his own without fucking Cody being involved. Maybe that's because he's younger. Maybe, who knows? I don't even fucking give a fuck anymore. I'm going to be honest. All right. Like, I'm so checked out. I'm so like, fuck it. Sting, I didn't see it coming. Think it's amazing. I popped for Sting too. I was just like, oh shit, really? Wow, I did not see this fucking coming. Like the whole winter coming gimmick or whatever, cute, whatever, fucking gimmick Jones, like fucking Taz likes to say. Great, right? Fucking winter is coming. And then Sting, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then he comes out and he doesn't say much, doesn't, just fucking his presence is enough. Cool. Fucking flashback nostalgia. I'm fucking in.
Oh yeah.
But if he wrestles like you, no, he can't. First and foremost, they signed him to a multi-year contract, maybe 2, 3, who knows, whatever it is, right? But one, I don't think he's completely healed back from whatever injuries he has. Is the reason why he retired. So he's either going to be a fucking authority figure, or he's going to be a fucking, a presence that fucking shapes their fucking plots for the next 2 years.
I mean, he could do like what Jake Roberts is doing with Lance Archer. Jake Roberts is with Archer, and you can have Sting trying to make Darby Allin the next.
No, Jake. Listen, I love Jake Roberts. I'm old school like that. Okay, fucking.
Jake could talk shit. Jake could talk
some shit. I enjoyed Jake Snake back in the fucking day. Okay, and him being a fucking an addition to fucking Archer works. Yeah, but they're not signing the same big ass check for Jake that they are for fucking Sting. I'm positive.
No.
Okay.
No.
So I really doubt that they're gonna put that many zeros on the end of a check just to have him sit there and be somebody's fucking mentor. There's no point. That's a waste. All right. I'm being honest. Unless you got the most potentially over fucking dude that you're gonna fucking rocket to the fucking moon,
Darby Allin.
It ain't Darby Allin.
Darby Allin.
All right. And then Sting's all looking at the side of his face like, okay, you got one side painted and don't know about your other side, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, unless they're really planning to make the push on that kid, no, I just don't see it.
No way are you pushing Darby Allin to be the face of AEW. He
might be the face of that shitty ass belt.
That's fine. If you want to say he's the greatest TNT champion of all time, shit,
what the fuck that fucking means.
Yeah, it's okay.
Their TV title. Anyways, so I think Sting just got everybody fucking talking. I don't know what they're talking about more, whether they're talking about Sting or fucking Kenny fucking jumping over to Impact. Either way, job well done. Good fucking deal. No, do not fucking have Sting get in that ring for one more match. Like, for fuck's sakes, let the man fucking rest. He wants to walk around.
If they do, I bet you it's him versus Cody.
God, I hope you're wrong. I really do.
No, I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're so wrong on that. I'd be so mad. Like, I'll be honest with you. Believe it or not, him versus Darby is a better match only for one reason. Darby weighs as much as a fucking wet sponge. Like, I don't think he'll hurt himself throwing that kid around because that kid can literally fucking fly all over that ring. All right. Cody put on too much weight. I think no, just don't. And fucking, I'm tired of Cody any fucking way. Someone wake me up from this fucking nightmare. You're welcome, Butcher.
Plug.
Pluggity plug. Fucking get myself over. Ha! All right, I'm gonna lay out. Fucking let you pick this up.
All right. So
how do you feel about this? Come on, man.
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know. I do think if you're paying him the bread that I think Sting deserves wherever he messes with, there's no way you're doing you're a manager, because that'd be insane to pay somebody that much to be on the outside of the ring once in a while, because this will make people pop. Sting coming out, you're like, oh shit. When Sting starts coming out every week as a manager, nobody cares no more. It's no longer, holy shit, Sting is here. It's more like, all right, Sting's here. That's cool. He's going to be standing over there. Like that effect of what is Sting doing here is done. So if you pick your poison and you kind of let him just do whatever he's going to do, and maybe he repels one time just for nostalgia, I think that'll be fire. But I don't understand what possible way you're going to have him, unless he's healthy and you're like, we need a real TNT champ, and he bangs over, just thugs out Darby Allin, but you got to keep it towards the little guys because you don't want the chance of Sting getting really hurt on your brands. You got to have him do that. And I think that might work if he's going for TNT. But outside of that, no way you have him going up against Moxley, because Moxley will break his old ass in half. Omega, no way. Absolutely not. So I'm not sure what I think. I love the fact he's there. But you have to find the specific role for him to work in. If not, it's going to be absolutely pointless. And this buzz is dead fast. If he's a manager, the Sting buzz is gone. Like, that's dead.
And they got it for more than a year, right? So
yeah, they said multi-year.
I mean, that could just be two. But
that's from the sugar daddy himself, Tony Khan. We got him to a multi-year deal, baby. Da. Well, he probably ain't talk like that, but he did say multi-year deal.
I mean, like, I think it's a smart move for them. Clearly, fucking Sting is, like, cool, whatever. If he's on just as a back guy, if he's on in the front, if he's a little bit of both, whatever it is, they get a lot of respect for that, right?
Oh yeah,
everybody's gonna be happy with it. They just got to do it right, because if he has a match and it fucking, god damn it, he's just too old for that shit, bro. I'm gonna be real. Like, those days are done. That's like watching Taker in those last couple of matches. I'm like, dude, just fucking hang it up, man. Like,
if they kind of give him the Brock treatment but you can't ever have it for a title though. If you have him like maybe wrestle every 3 months or 4 months or something like that, do an appearance once in a blue moon, and he has
like just basically for the pay-per-views or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then once in a blue, he'll come to an arena, talk his shit, nobody touches him. He does the Sting thing. I think that might work, but it cannot be around that heavyweight title.
But then where else do they put him?
TNT?
Because that TNT title's garbage. They're not gonna fucking elevate that title with Sting. Like, let's say, okay,
that way if Sting wins it and puts some prestige on it.
Yeah, but like, then who's the only person he's gonna slap around like that is fucking Darby, maybe Cody.
What about Ricky Starks?
For the belt?
Yeah, I think Ricky Starks is prime in that position for that belt.
Sure, I mean, he'll lose it, but I mean, like, he's still not even done with his fucking feud with fucking Darby, bro.
Yeah, well, unfortunately not. I'm over this Team Taz, no originality name. Like, why can't you have it like, something interesting. There's Team Taz. You got two Mama Lou big dudes and the little guy, which I'm gonna tell you now, when Ricky Starks talks, people listen. That dude is
Yeah, he's bad
he's
entertaining.
murdering it. So like they have a nice combination, but outside of the beef with the Nightmare family, what do they do? And I don't like Cage. I've never liked Cage. At least I got to tell him to his face I wasn't a fan, and I don't like his ring work. I told him he had zero charisma. That was one of the funniest conversations I've had in my life.
How'd that
His
go?
oh yeah, no, his my boy Brett, the guy Cass who shot the film, he'll be able to tell you. He's in our Facebook page. Um, he said something. My man Brett was like, "Yo, let's go get something to eat after this. Oh, let's get some Chinese food." And he was like, "I won't eat Chinese food. Too many carbs." So when I met him later that night, I was like, "Dude, that's your fucking response. You got like zero charisma, dog." And he was like, "I guess." And I heard someone, I won't say their name, they said something after that, and he looked like such a like when you have powder from chalk and you see that dusty shit that goes in the air and you're like that's what when he talks, that's what it does to me. I feel like I'm choking and dying. Like he's got no charisma. He needs a Taz. Uh, Will Hobbs, I like Will Hobbs. He's kind of stuck in the rut with I don't know why they bring him up from dark to do. It feels like an NXT move. It feels like, oh, this guy's great in NXT. Let's bring him up. And then they do nothing with him. That feels like Will Hobbs. And then you got Ricky Stark sitting there, and it feels he's the one who's that you're so interested. Okay, he could talk, but you barely ever see him. So it's like, I don't know, man.
I mean, Starks is a diamond in the rough there, right? We know he's got a oodles of fucking talent and he can go.
Yep.
Whether or not they give him a push at that point. My biggest problem with AEW to this moment is that I feel like as a ceiling, there's nothing but ceiling there. Like, where do you go in AEW? Like, where is your up? Outside of the heavyweight title, there's nothing for them to do. Like, they can feud, but they got no other belts to go for. They've got no fucking old veterans to beat and top. Like, as much as I fucking cry and complain about WWE, the one thing I can give them is that even without the belt, somebody could get over wrestling somebody like Cena when he was wrestling. Somebody could wrestle their fucking marquee dudes and get over. Somebody could wrestle Orton and get over. You know what I mean? Who in AEW is that?
To be honest with you, I like the opportunity if you could have like an Omega versus Pentagon Jr., but he's in that Death Triangle thing where they're feuding with Kingston and
Dude,
the family.
Penta could have had the fucking belt for a minute.
Oh, no question. I think Pentagon is one of the most underused guys in the entire industry. I think that he's phenomenal, and I hate the fact people go, "Oh, you only feel like that because you're Spanish." No, I think that Pentagon Jr. is fucking legit. And there's a big difference from being Puerto Rican than Mexican. Completely different opposites of life. One is way over there, the other one's way over there. So it has nothing to do with being Spanish that I like this dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate when people get stuck on, oh, well, you think this because of this. No. If you're dope and you're white, black, Asian, Hispanic, transgender, whatever you might be, I don't care. As long as you can put on a great wrestling match and you can cut a promo and keep me interested, I will be a fan. If you cannot do that shit, why are you wrestling if you don't know how to wrestle? It's my beef with some of these ladies. Like, you remember the purple hair girl Raquel in Impact Wrestling?
Mm-hmm.
Smoking hot. Shit for brains and can't wrestle for nothing. So what the fuck are you doing in wrestling? If I want to watch big boobs chicks, I could just put on porn.
God, I don't even know what her fucking deal was, to be honest with you. Like, I think she was just like fucking window dressing for fucking RVD.
Oh, you talking Katie Forbes?
Yeah. That's who I think of when you bring that up. Where I'm just like, why though? Why? Come on, man.
Weren't you an RVD fan, or was that my brother?
No, I mean RVD back in the day was entertaining to watch. Like, he had a lot of fucking great fucking matches in ECW and shit. And he even had a
Definitely
couple of
wasn't
good
no
runs in
Impact.
WWE.
He was trash this run in Impact. He was horrible.
He should stop. He needs to just ease up and just like help talent, bring up some talent, because I have never thought I would see the day where he goes up for a 5-star frog splash and looks winded.
Yeah.
Like he hopped up on ropes and I was just like, man, I thought I felt out of shape. Shit. Damn, make me feel good about myself. Yeah, like do you see him wrestling there anymore?
No. But I mean,
Yeah,
to be honest with
contract's
you,
up.
but it's better off because when you got young guys like well, they're not there with the Rascals. I love the Rascals.
Yeah,
I
the
thought
Rascals for a minute.
I
Even
thought they should
Swan.
have been pushed.
Swan's fucking got high flying. He can do that shit too.
Oh yeah, Swan is legit. Chris Bay is legit. I mean, there's a list of guys. The Jake something guy, I think his name is.
Dude, the most entertaining dude they got there right now is fucking Rohit Raju. Like I watched his run. Right, and I'm watching. I'm like, what are they gonna do with him? And dude, I've been mad entertained with his ability on the mic and his fucking go in the ring and how he's basically just been fucking playing all of them to keep the belt. Like it's mad fun to watch. Right?
Bro, we interviewed him, and it was right before he won the belt. And I know his AAW work. I know people who work at AAW. So I was like, damn, if Impact would give you an opportunity to give that Hakeem Zayn to their Rohit, because he's Hakeem Zayn over there, Rohit on Impact.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yo, if they would let you do that shit, the X Division would look so dope. They're doing it. Not only does he always post pictures of having coffee or lunch or workouts or hanging out with the belt, he puts the belt on everyone's eyes. It's not like a champ that just wins a belt and you only see him on TV. He promotes the shit out of that title. If you're Impact, you need everyone to treat their belts like that, because I feel like Impact it's in a weird place where you're like, all right, you had the Tessa stuff, you had the Elgin stuff, you thought you had EC3 who never had one real ring wrestling match at all, so that storyline was worthless. So like, you get EY back, EY wins the belt, Rich Swann wins the belt, so you're like, okay, I see what they're doing with this. You haven't seen Ace Austin, who everybody was Ace Austin is the truth. You haven't seen Fulton. Both of those guys are milk cartons because you haven't seen them in forever. I'm just saying, where are they at? Nobody knows. And that goes to your creative problem, where instead of having this Tommy Dreamer as a judge trying to find out who shot Johnny Bravo, can you put the wrestlers to wrestle? Like, enough with Tommy Dreamer stealing airtime. Enough with, thank God RVD's gone, because I hate when the old guys come in and they just sit there and they just keep leeching, and the young guys eventually just fade away or fade out. And you're like, damn, man, you had all this fucking talent and you just let them go. Like, exactly, prime example, the Rascals.
Mm-hmm. Who, outside of, I think, Xavier, like, none of them got really any shots at any fucking gold belts.
Well, no, I think was it Trey Miguel? I think had the shot at the heavyweight, but he didn't win it.
But outside of that, like, did they even become tag champs?
None of them won a belt. The only one that won the one thing was Desmond Xavier won that cup thing. I don't remember what it's called. Something cup.
But how you gonna have these really talented dudes do fuck all and never get a fucking belt? But like that's Impact, right? And that's kind of the deal where you look at it and you go, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised they fucking decided to, like, they were good and done. When all three of them, nobody stayed behind. All three of them were like,
two of them showed up on NXT. There's a picture with Wentz and Desmond Xavier on NXT. They had their like performance center shirts or whatever. And Trey last night, he tweeted out something towards AEW, like hashtag AEW. You know what they want, right? So it looks like Trey Miguel might be going to AEW, the other two in WWE.
They all might end up in AEW, but like, I mean, it really depends on what H wants to do with them before, they're talented enough to easily get through that. I think it boils down to like what they think they could do with them and their personalities, how that meshes. So I wish nothing but the best for those guys because they can go. So fucking talented, dude. But again, it speaks to Impact with their inability to keep fucking good talent and their inability to craft a fucking storyline, which is this fucking the opposite problem that fucking AEW has, which is they can keep all this fucking talent, but they don't do anything with them. So
true. It's true.
So what the fuck do you do? I know you bring in Sting and you fucking get everybody talking about it. I hope they do something with it. I hope it's not wasted because like there's so much potential with it. I hope they both fucking do something with it. I hope they drag New Japan into it. You know what I mean? Just fucking bring some new, but like the because of the Rona, I don't know that that's even a fucking possibility at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe they can get some MLW guys.
Now, we'll take it out on this. What do you think the over-under is Bullet Club showing up at Impact Wrestling?
Oh, better than 50%.
Oh,
like,
okay. Okay.
Because like you pointed out, they already got the two of the fucking ex-Bullet Club guys. They fucking throw Kenny over there. He fucking does his cleaner shtick. You got 3 fucking guys. All right. You can easily throw one more in there somewhere in that mix, and you have at least 4. Maybe he takes them back to AEW with him. I don't know. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised they didn't fucking show up at AEW and they went to Impact. And by them, the pronoun game, I mean the fucking Good Brothers. Yeah. Like granted, to your point, there's a really stacked fucking tag team division over in AEW, but why not? Why not fucking split the faction off? Because let's be honest, the what do you guys call them? The 2 Martys, the Genettis.
Yeah. The 2 Genettis. It's Marty 1 and Marty 2.0. The Young Scrubs.
The Young Scrubs. Fucking, they're going to have that belt. They're not going to do anything with it. They're just going to fucking, plot-wise, story-wise, they're not doing fuck all. Cody's too much story plot. And fucking Omega's just doing whatever fucking wants. Speaking of fucking elite, Hangman. So, Hangman is my dark horse, literally and figuratively in AEW. I wish they would do more with him. They fucking squandered him for a fucking year with his fucking drinking problem. All right. They should have put the belt on him from the rip. Will they pull the trigger? Do you think they'll pull the trigger on him in the Dark Order? No.
No, actually, I'd rather him mend it with Omega. If he comes back and he's like, you know what? Like, let bygones be bygones. We had our issues. I don't like the Young Bucks because they were laughing at me and everything else. They don't got your back. And then you have Hangman Page, Kenny Omega, and the Good Brothers come back as Bullet Club. And then you have Impact's Bullet Club versus AEW's The Elite. You know what I mean? So you could have your Cody and, whoever else they need.
What does Cody do in that, though? Because literally Cody doesn't give a shit about any of that. Cody was never fucking elite when they were doing the Bullet Club thing.
It's because Cody sees the fact that if it's a prime thing for TV, Cody needs to be on it. Because Cody...
He'll find a way, right?
Yeah. He'll still do listen, we are Nightmare Family, but for a few weeks, I got to handle this. I'll be back. And all of a sudden, he's being the elite. You know what I mean? Like, I can see Cody being such a selfish guy that he has to do this.
It could work. I mean, I know fucking Butcher would fucking roll over the eye in his fucking head when Cody's fucking in that fucking mix too. But well, we'll see. Like I just don't know, man. I don't know what to make of it. Like I'm completely fucking thrown out. Like I know everyone's gonna be talking about this for a fucking minute.
Oh yeah.
And I'll just cross my fingers and hope that they can make something of it. Because I'm gonna be honest. I'm clinching, man. I'm just like,
I think it could be fire if they do it right. I don't want to see no corny ass invasion thing, or it's got to be done right. If you're gonna do it, it's got to be not like how DX was showing up and being outside of an arena. You know what I mean? Like you got to break into the arena, stomp some people out. Wear all full blown Impact T-shirts and Scullies, and you know what I mean? Like really awesome, like gang shit where we run your house. It can't be half-assed. It can't be like regular gimmick wrestling. Once in a blue, I'll show up, beat somebody up, and that's it.
Do you want me to give this the kiss of death if they throw the NWA in this mix too?
NWA is floating. They're flopping. They don't even have any shows. All the stuff
This
they're
is my
posting
point.
is from that primetime live.
Uh,
Who's on their
come on,
roster?
come on, man! You don't want Nick Aldis to fucking weigh in on this when it's 12 pounds ago.
Oh my god, the greatest champ of all time.
The greatest. Just fucking come in there and fucking feud with Sting, feud with fucking Omega, feud with fucking Moose. Just have the biggest fucking throwdown in the fucking history of the fucking.
Nick Aldis is the real draw.
Shit. This is fucked. I'm gonna say it for Butcher. Man, this is. You don't gotta like it. You probably won't.
You know what? I have high hopes for this. I'm not even gonna lie. I have high hopes just because
I'm
want
clowning
something
it, man. I'm crying. Like I gotta fucking clown this because I'm gonna be honest. I don't have high expectations. I have high hopes, but my expectations are way low. Like really
my
low.
expectations are high. I think this could be something really dope if done right.
That right there, that's where disappointment comes from, by the way. That's when they take your heart and they fucking.
This has the opportunity to get me to stop watching wrestling for the rest of my life.
I wouldn't go that far for myself because I watch a lot of different wrestling, but it would certainly get me to stop fucking watching either Impact altogether or put fucking AEW on a fucking timeout and just be like, I'm gonna come back in a year when this cools off, if they're still here for a year. Because I'm gonna be honest, Impact with that Access fucking deal, barely hanging onto a thread. AEW and Tony Khan's fucking deep daddy pockets. That's exactly what's keeping them going. Fucking NWA, where nobody fucking knows. What MLW doing its own fucking thing on the fucking side, New Japan doing its own thing. Really, let's be honest. The only really entertaining thing going on right now, probably fucking across the pond. Like fucking Butch is the only dude fucking enjoying what he's watching. Fuck you, man. Fucking give me the Fight Network. This fucking sucks.
You know, let's just hope that this. Let's hope this works out. I know that I have high expectations. You got low expectations. If they hit in the middle, I don't think it's a success. I think it has to be high because of all this crazy buzz.
It's they got to do something. They really do. Like this whole last year has been fucking bad for everybody. They have to fucking hit a high mark. They absolutely can't fucking drop the ball on this shit. And I'm positive Papa Khan wants to see some ratings because he's got somebody to answer to too. You checking out Miss Tessmacher? What's going on?
It's here? Crazy. No, I was talking and then I was like, damn, that's a nice. I was like, what's that ass? And I was like, oh, I did put that there. I forgot about it. That's why I was like, what the hell? Brooke Tessmacher, if you ever hear this, God bless. I usually have you with a few of these, and I am not mad at your work with Impact Wrestling, especially that one. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we touched on all things we're legally able to touch. I didn't want to go that way. www.urbanwrestlingnetwork.com. Myself, Macho, he will have all his Geek of the Week links in the description. So if you like comics, movies, games, role-playing,
the rest of it, yeah. The rest of fucking pop culture. Anything that
falls into pop culture, all that, it will be in Geek of the Week. All the information is there. There's like, I don't know how many, there's so many links there. If you don't have one, well, I don't even know how you're watching this.
But to that point, if you're mad at me for the things I'm saying, don't come at me on that one. Come at me on fucking on Dundada, okay? At Dundada, he'll let me know because I don't give a fuck. Okay.
So if you're mad at him, you can holler at me to let him know at OG_Boricua_Dundada, and I will relay the message like an owl, like Harry Potter. Ladies and gentlemen.
Then I'll air you out on the fucking on a recording here, and I'll tell you what I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, for me and the big bro, we out of here.